today, from Toronto, Canada, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Jalen Hurts and the Toronto Mounties taking on Jameis Winston and the Sacramento Miners.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Sacramento Miners and the Toronto Mounties. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward drops it for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3-and-out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Nice little juke. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason. How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here's Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. A handoff, running left, Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again to Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running from the gun with Henry. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Patterson's kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Winston now from the 50. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nothing after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Winston. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Sanders, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Sanders again, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Miners are able to stretch out their lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. The connection made. It's Graham. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Hurts to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is brought in at the 21. Going to be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. From the 29, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the gun, Winston. This will be caught by Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action. Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jonathan Bostic. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. J.J. Watt, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Patterson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. That's caught over the middle by Fant. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Winston. This will go to Henry out wide. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw again. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Jonathan Bostic picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Winston. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling?
Hurts fumbles it. It's going the other way. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Porter. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4th down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Mounties are back within a score. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Winston now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 1st down, Winston. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Winston. This is Fant on the short completion. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Lee. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He's got Lee again, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the foot. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Devin Bush, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. On 1st down, Hurts. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Mounties have taken the lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
Well, this game's kind of like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
McPherson on for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So after after the made field goal. Here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Jameis now on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Jonathan Bostic able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the gun, Winston. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Jameis to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down now, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. There's the stiff arm. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there on the run. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Mounties are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Winston readies the offense. Down by 11, a minute 54 on the clock. It's certainly a tough situation on the road, needing 2 scores to stay alive in the playoffs as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. From the shotgun, it's Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. This pass complete to Higgins. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Jameis trying to hurry his crew to the line. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form. And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Once again, it's Jacobs. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. McPherson's kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. So now the story changes. Trailing in this one now. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. A first down throw for Winston. Gets this to Fant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, Winston's throw into the hands of McLaurin. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.